Hello YouTube, RetroDave back again, and this is the long-awaited room tour. I've just spent the last 3 hours tidying this bloody place up. I've had a lot of stuff on the floor and stuff trying to sort it out. So it's now 25 to 3 in the morning, so that's early hours of Sunday morning. But I thought I'd get it done now before I go to bed, and yeah, show what's going on. So I haven't done the room tour in just over a year, so there's obviously quite a few changes. There's a lot more stuff. So yeah, I shall start and pan round. So I shall turn the turn this viewfinder around, and then we'll start just in the corner. Okay, so just Mario 3D Land poster on the door. Nothing too special, but there. And then just say nothing, but just down there is just some spare DVD cases and stuff like that. Some polystyrene blocks for the NES boxes. We've got a Man Cave Rules plaque there. So we're going to go around clockwise. So this is the new shelf, so I'm going to work my way around. So we've got to get my GameCube box there. And that's a brand new NES Advantage there in the box. And there's another one, but that one's been used. And around this side I've got the McDonald's Happy Meal toys. I'm missing a couple, but I've got some and they're still in the bag at the moment. And then this is my real prize display piece. So this is a NES action set, which is basically brand new. You can probably see from the condition there. Inside it has been used, but it is as new condition. Everything's bagged, tied. It's, you know, there's two controllers in there that are still brand new, factory sealed. The area switch box is factory sealed. All the paperwork, booklets, everything in there. So yeah, really happy to have that on there on the top shelf. And then we've got a Mario tin, which had an Easter egg in from last year, so that'd be 2013. And then we've got some Mario figures. These come out of arcade machines, and these little Mario figures here come out of my 30th birthday cake, so I've kept those. And I've got a Luigi that came out of an arcade machine as well. Then we've got a Mario mug. This is the Easter mug for 2014, and I've been giving some of these away recently. I've got some Donkey Kong Jr. cards. I've got them as a gift package. Now this next shelf is a very narrow shelf, because obviously I've got other things in the way. So I've got a couple of these like little mushrooms. There's one on the other end as well. They also come out of the arcade machine. These are Nintendo Mario All-Stars pens. Now you may remember, if you are a regular viewer of the channel, how I got these, well, how I originally got these pens. I basically did a Street Fighter 2 competition back in the early 90s at something called Truck Fest, and I actually got up and participated, but that was a runner-up prize because I got my arse kicked. And then we've got a SNES controller, Super Commander 2, so it's basically yeah, like a turbo controller for the SNES. My wife found that in a charity shop local to us, which was pretty good. I've also got a book here, and it's How to Beat Nintendo. So it's quite unusual, so I've got that. And I've got a controller here. That's the NES Max. This is the box, the controller. No, it is in there. No, I have put it back in there. I've got this off of Jay, Cyber Snake. So I should put that back on there. Okay, and then I've got another pen here. I've got two of those pens, and another mushroom. So the next shelf down, we've got original Game Boy. This is the set that I originally had. This isn't the original Game Boy, but this is the box. This is the version I had. My brother had the Tetris bundle, and I got the standalone system because I wanted DuckTales and a few other games. So I've got that one. Now this is an American NES Challenge Set with Mario 3. The system is in there, slightly discoloured, but it works. But yeah, it's nice to have the box for that. And then we've got the SNES Starwing box. I've got this in a recent trade at Blackpool from Ocarina Fella. It's got a spare SNES in there at the moment and a controller, so I'm just going to say build that box set up and make that complete. Okay, next shelf down is my spare American Super Nintendo with the Mario World label variant, and this was in a trade with a guy from Canada. His name's Paul, so I'm yet to send him out a PAL version, so I'm going to basically swap him a PAL one for the American Super Nintendo. So yeah, this is my spare one that sits on the shelf there. Then over here I've got a Street Fighter 2 music soundtrack CD, and that come free with a Nintendo magazine system back in the early 90s. Yeah, fantastic CD, really good to have. And then here we've got the Mario Land single on CD and cassette. And then I've got the Nintendo Power Glove. This was new in the box. It had been open one end, but it was still tied in. But I've since removed it and used it because I'm not a seal collector, and I kind of got it originally in a bundle of a load of other stuff I bought at the same time. I thought it'd be quite nice to keep it new, but I thought, well, I want to have a go on it, so I've set it up and I'm using it, so we'll get around to that in a little while. But there's the box for the Power Glove. Okay, next shelf down I have a NES Super Set with the 4-score adapter, Mario, Tetris and Nintendo World Cup cartridge. All that's complete with the 4 controllers in good condition. Mario figure, and on the other side another Mario figure, and he also come out of the arcades. Then on the front here I've got a Zelda pixel bead sprite, what do you call them, stand. And then we've got Game & Watch. This is the only one I originally had back in the day. It's the Mario Brothers, the side-scrolling platform one. So this is this one, the blue one. So this is the one I had originally. So I'm happy to have that back in the box. This is the Nintendo Club Nintendo points redeemed for this one. This is the ball, remake Game & Watch ball. This is new in the box. And then this one, one of my favourites is Zelda. So the Zelda and the Mario are my 2 favourite ones. This is in mint condition as well, and there's a slightly light edgeware on the box, but the unit itself has not got a mark on it. Yeah, really good game. Love the Zelda game, love the box as well, so that's awesome. So next shelf down we have another NES console, and it's the deluxe set with R.O.B the robot. That's fully complete, and it's the early, where is it? Early Mattel version. So it's got the grey zapper in it, not the orange one. And so the NES console has got Mattel on the console door as well. So it's the early first release of the deluxe set, I believe, with R.O.B the robot and Gyromite and Duck Hunt. And that's, again, that's in nice condition. I've got a Super Nintendo Advantage joystick controller there in the box. And I've got a boxed Tetris Game Boy, and then nice box protector. So keep that box nice. I love the box on this, it's awesome. Let's tuck that back in there. Just down here, this is like a desk with a couple of bar stools. We'll get to the desk in a minute. So all my odds and sods down here. So I've got like headphones, spare parts, controller parts and stuff like that down there. A fan, a CD case, an extension lead. So yeah, this is our sort of floor level now. So I'll just kind of go back for a pan of the shelf so you can see what the shelf looks like. So it's yeah, pretty awesome. Really happy with that shelf. Originally there was a tool chest there, but that's obviously now gone. So happy with that. And as we come round, got a couple of posters. Like this poster, this come out of one of my Amiga games. Just love the artwork on that, so I kept that. Oh, then the Amiga is now gone. Dizzy poster from the NES game. Thought I'd stick it on the wall. And I really love this one. It's the Digger T Rock poster for the NES. Love this artwork. Used to love this game as a kid. So yeah, happy to have that on the wall. Then just up here I've got a couple of USB SNES controllers if I'm on the laptop and doing some emulation on there. Not that I do it very often, but you know, if I'm out and about, it's good to have a controller handy. Just some odds and sods, model cars, yeah, just some model cars, some business cards and DVD and revival ticket from last year and so on. And then we've got a couple of magnets there. I've got gifted from Herbie S007. And then we've got a Budweiser beer fridge, which has got a mixture of Carlsberg top shelf and Budweiser bottom shelf, and my missus Koppenberg pear cider. So yeah, a little beer fridge there, my favourite glass. Not very interesting, I'm sure, but it's nice to have the beers ready to hand. So on this wall, there was originally car pictures on here. So last year you would have seen cars nailed up on the wall. We've now got some pixel bead sprites, and this is from ABC Start, I think it's called. Beads guy. I think if you search him on YouTube, you'll find him. He has got a channel. So yeah, there we go. Some turtle figures. And then we've got some Mario stuff, Bowser, Mario there, Zelda, Mushroom, controller. So yeah, that's on this wall, so I'll just walk backwards without tripping over anything. So that's the main light, it's the only light in here is there. So they're all up there. Then this is basically my workbench. So this is where I'll clean my cartridges, any repairs or modding or anything like that is all done on here over the bar stool. So I've got me game bit screwdriver, kitchen roll, cotton buds, Brasso, alcohol, super glue, you never know, bit of blue tack, pens, screwdrivers. So yeah, although there's a pile of Game Boy games there that are waiting to be stripped and cleaned. So yeah, this is where all the when games come in, I'll get new games come in, and I'll clean them on here before they go in the collection. So I'll just carry on walking around. So this part of the wall, we've got a gizmo. This one sings and dances in the box, but there's no batteries at the moment, so but he stays there. We've got a couple of these travel pass holders recently, they're close by. And then we've got a Tomitronic 3D. Now this is the only original item that I've had from my childhood. I've got this when I think I was 6, 7 years old. And this is the original one that's gone through my two brothers and my sister. Yeah, this has been passed around, so it's a bit battered now. There's some scratches on the top and the battery cover's broken off. But it still works, and say it's my original one, so I wanted to hang on to that. And then we've got a striped gremlin stood on top, just because it can hang there quite nicely. And then I've got a Mario puzzle which came with an Easter egg last year. We've got a Turtles 2 Splinter Speaks Konami handheld on the wall, because again I've just wanted to put it on the wall to display it better. And then next to that I've got Turtles 1, the first one, and it's in the packet, it is open, but I've hung it on the wall because I think it looks nice to look at. And there's the Nintendo, this come off of my cap, which we'll see in a minute, so that was tagged on there. So I'm without tripping over my stool, you can see the time, it's now 10 to 3 in the morning, and it's got retro on it, so I had to buy it. So above that we've got Pez dispensers. These were knocking around recently in the last few months. They've now, I think, discontinued them, I believe. Yeah, they kind of ran out real quick. I was giving these away as well in packages, but no, they seem to have disappeared off the face of the earth. So there's Mario, Toad and Yoshi, so I've got them blue tacked up above there. And then as we go down here, I've got my Game & Watch wristwatches. So I've got a Legend of Zelda wristwatch. This is brand new, blister pack, never opened. I bought them like this because I thought it was pretty unique, and they're quite nice to have. I mean, obviously well dead, the batteries are well dead, but it's nice to have these little pieces. I like these. Tetris is also brand new, factory sealed, never opened, and again in fantastic condition. Mario 3, packaging's got a bit of wear. This is open, this is working, there is batteries in that one. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that, but there is some movement on the screen. So Mario 3, and then we've got Donkey Kong. This is opened and working, batteries are in that one. I've got one loose one, and that is the Mario World. I got this at Blackpool, played Blackpool the weekend, but it is faulty. It came free, it is the only one I'm missing, or the one I want. I believe this is the set, of wristwatches on the wall just here. But yeah, I wanted it just to say nail it up on the wall, just to have it in the set collection, but it is broken. But I am after a working one, but I can never seem to find this one. I think it's one of the hardest ones to get. So before I go further to the right, we'll come back to this point here. So we've got my old trusty Sony Hifi, and I've had this a long time. This is a really early model. Let's see, the focus is going to fucking have a fit now. So it's an old school 6-disc changer jobby. There was a record player at one point, that's long gone. So on top we've got some mints, some sweets, we've got Mario candies, some Nintendo Power ones, Zelda Hyrule Shield, another ABC Start Bead Sprite of Zelda, my Gizmo from Ian McGrath, which you've actually very kindly sent to me very recently, so that's cool. And another mug because I had a spare egg, so I ate it and put another mug out there. So down here is my tray box. This is all doubles, stuff that's for sale, stuff that's been eBayed or whatever. So that kind of lives just in that space there. So I've been, as I say, I've been buying my box games and upgrading. So the loose carts are for games I've already got, which I'm going to move on. Then there's a speaker down there, and there's the tripod for my camera, which obviously I've detached because I'm going freehand. So just below here, just a filing cabinet with some paperwork and stuff like that in there, magazines and that. Won't go in there, it'd be a bit boring. And then we've got my cap, my Team Nintendo cap. We're happy to have that. And we are working with a Sony Trinitron TV. CRT, there's a footstool, you can see it below my feet, just because you've got to put your feet out when you're playing games. Then on top of the TV, you'll see the hookup for the power glove, and it goes down. It's basically velcroed onto the telly, down to there, and there's the connector for it, just tucked under the TV. So we've got it all set up, ready to roll. It does work. Obviously it's a little difficult to use, but it takes a bit of getting used to. So Sony Trinitron TV. If it's going to bloody focus, probably not. So we'll move over here before the camera. There we go, we're back in the room. So now we've got a new poster. So this was originally a tape, cassette tape poster up here, and I've now swapped it out for the Street Fighter 2 poster. I used to have this poster up as a kid in my room, and I still just love it. And I found it in London, Metro Game Base, and I traded a load of stuff in, and I managed to blag the poster from the shop. So I was happy to have that. So yeah, the characters do look a bit weird. The artwork is quite strange, but it's a very early Street Fighter poster, and I believe it came in the console with the console box, because on the back side of it it's advertising NES games. Yeah, I'm just pretty sure, I could be wrong, I'm pretty sure it came with the console. So this is the poster from the Power Glove. Again, this originally was obviously in the box, new, but I've since put it on like a backing. It's just a cheap, what's it called, hardboard backing with a couple of clips. So it's quite nice there, hung on the wall. So I'll just kind of stand back, it's just kind of clipped over there. Then below that we've got a box for Mario All-Star set, which hasn't got a console in it, but I'm trying to build it up. And a box for my action set, which I'm using. So the one on the shelf you saw earlier is like brand new and not used, and this is the one that's set up and in regular use. So over here we've got a Toshiba 32-inch plasma TV. Yeah, so again, this is only used for modern gaming. This is for like, the Xbox and stuff like that. Not used that much. Back over here we've got the PAL. Is it's going to focus? PAL NES. This is the action set that I've got there behind it. So that's hooked up. And then I've got this Nintendo display, like this little stand. I don't know if it's going to work because the focus is going to. It's the lighting, see. It can't handle it. There we go. So it's like a storage cabinet. And what you got in the top is you hold your controllers and your zapper. And in the bottom it holds some game cartridges. There's no games in there, but it's pretty cool. And I've got that in a trade, or not a trade. I bought it with the Power Glove and some games, and that was the thing I couldn't show because it's too bulky. And then I'll get a bit of light again because this camera is rubbish in poor light conditions. So we've got the American NES as well, set up side by side, so a bit of PAL action and a bit of USA action. They both use the same power supply, so the American NES will work on a standard UK power supply, so yeah, it works absolutely fine. I've had a few questions about that. You know, does it work? I said yes, so you can plug it straight in from there to there. Obviously I've got a couple of spare consoles, so I don't need to keep unhooking it. Right, there we go, pan back round. Got a Hapag capture device here, that's how I do my gameplays, and there's obviously a bit of wiry jumble over there where it's all hooked up. I have to do a few swapsies when I'm changing systems. Right, so before I pan around any more to the right, I'm going to go drop down, and we've got these like plastic storage bins, if you're going to be able to see because of the light. So the left hand side is just cassettes, spare mobile phones and just crap like that in the left hand side. In this one we've got the power glove and some loose power SNES cartridges. And below it, so these are the spare controllers, spare leads, power packs and so on, so I don't need to go right into that. This shelf, oh, this is fucking terrible, isn't it, the bloody focus. If you'll be able to see those, we've got some Super Nintendo cartridges. As you know, they don't go on the shelf very well because you can't see, there's no end labels, so they're just racked up in there for now until I can get some box copies. And below that is just 3DS, a DS. It's my daughter's old one, it's a bit bashed up. It's a spare Wii part, stuff that's all going to be sold because I haven't got a Wii. And in the bottom is just some spare Sentinel cases, not that you can see them because the fucking focus keeps going. So, spare cases. This is going to be a pain in the arse, I know it is, this camera's fucking a joke. Right, so back here, so we've got the one chip American Super Nintendo set up there. Next to it is PAL Super Nintendo, and then next to that we have PAL GameCube, and then we've got my Mario DS holder with some 3D glasses and Gameboy Pocket. Then wait a minute, we're gonna lose focus again, and then just a laptop which I use for YouTube and stuff like that set up in here. And then there's the other speaker. So I've got like little surround sound speakers here and a sub underneath the shelf, which I'm going to show you in a minute, for the laptop. So we'll start down here. Also have Xbox 360, a couple of controllers and a headset. The Dreamcast, it's my only Sega console that I have got. PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, and there's the paperwork for the power glove, for the codes and stuff, and the headset when I'm doing gameplays, and there's the sub, and back there's just some junk basically. Next shelf down we have Xbox 360 games stacked up, a couple of Xbox originals, a you know, a nice little sized PS2 collection. I mean, I'll give you an idea what's on there. Nothing too amazing, but yeah, I'm happy with the games I've got for it. So the lighting's pretty poor, you have to excuse this. And then below that is magazines, like retro game magazines and so on, stacked up. Do need to sort those out because there is quite a few now. I need to have a clear out, and there's a printer under there and stuff like that. So that is the floor. So we're going to come up now, and then we're going to go to the main feature, being my Nintendo games collection display on the shelf. So I'll give you a quick pan of what it looks like. So this is the shelf, which I'm really happy with. Yeah, a lot of great games. Yeah, take a lot of pride in this shelf, in this display. So we shall go in and we'll pan across what we have, and as you can see, the bottom of the shelf is kind of racked out with like the Konami titles in the silver boxes, Capcom in the blue boxes, so I've kind of got them kind of lined up like that. Not too sure why, I just kind of thought it looked quite nice having all the silver boxes, the blue boxes, and yeah, I guess that's kind of a bit of a collector OCD for you. I've got them all laid out. So we'll start over here and we'll have a little pan over what we got. So we've got an NES cleaning kit, and then we've got this whole batch that you can see now in shot is from Time Warp Games, with the exception of the World Championships, the white styrofoam at the bottom you can see, which is from RetroUSB.com. But the rest of them are from Time Warp Games, which has recently stopped trading. Not too sure why. I think they couldn't keep up with the orders, which is a bit of a shame. So you got Sweet Home. I can't go right in because the camera, you can see the focus is just horrific. Splatterhouse, SD, Sweet Home, Mario 2, the Japanese translation of the Famicom version, Extra Mario Brothers, Zelda Outlands, Final Fantasy 2, Mario Adventure, Nintendo World Championships, Cheetah Men 2, which is a reproduction obviously. And then we go to the licensed titles, and I'm not going to read them all out, but I'll let you kind of see for yourself. I'm going to try and do it as best I can with the light I've got, and there's also a bit of reflection for the all in box protectors. So that's the first section. So I'm just going to try and go over fairly slowly so you can see what there is. So now on the Capcom titles. There's the point and click adventure games, Power Blade, Operation Wolf, that was factory sealed, that has been opened. Batman Return of the Joker is in the worst condition out of all this lot, and that is missing the manual. That is all the rest of them are fully complete, and the focus is not going to play ball. Gremlins 2 is my favourite. This is fucking horrific. Hang on. There we go. Who's in the story? Jurassic Park. I'm hoping you can see these, because when I'm touching this corner it's quite difficult to get across. And that is the end of that. I'll just push these cartridges in. So then we've got some loose cartridges. Now these are going to be quite difficult to lean over and show you these, but I'm hoping you might be able to zoom in yourself if you want to see what there is. Yeah, I apologise about the camera. I've had a few problems with it recently, and the focus is just terrible. I don't know what is going on with it. Whether it's light or not, I don't know. But there we go. So there's some more NES cartridges. Okay, and then we'll come over to the rest of the box games on their shelf. So again, these are all box complete. A couple over here that are missing box protectors, because I'm waiting for some more to come in. Now we're going to get to some of the bigger titles in the collection. But no, it's not going to focus, so you're probably not going to be able to see them. Box complete Action 52. Then we've got these games are in custom cases because they're just cart only. So Panic Restaurant, Flintstone Surprise Dinosaur Peak, if it's going to focus, Little Samson, The Jetsons, Turtles Tournament Fighters, Mighty Final Fight, Contra Force, Chubby Cherub, and Stack Up. So they're all not there in custom cases. Can't really be able to see because of the bloody focus. So they're all like stacked up just like that on the side. And then top shelf is Super Nintendo games. A quick pan across here. Some American Super Nintendo games. And then we've got lots of American cartridges. I'm not sure about to see what these are because it's quite dark up this corner. And then we've got Super Game Boy all in the box. Another Diggity Rock poster, a Micro Machines poster, and these collages are made from original Nintendo stickers, Merlin stickers. So those hanging on the wall. So I've also got a couple hanging on this wall here behind the consoles. And then at the window we've got a Retro Collect t-shirt which doesn't fit anymore. Super Nintendo box again, Dreamcast, spare Dreamcast in the box, PlayStation 1 box, PS2 box, a couple of soft toys, some glasses and a mug, and then my couch with my cushions. So this is where it all happened, sitting there, put my feet up, happy days. And over here we've got Nintendo rucksack. I took this with me to Blackpool. Zor poster, big box Super Metroid with a guide and Mario paint. And then this is a new bookshelf as well, so we'll go with the top shelf first. So I've got my GameCube collection there, little humble GameCube collection. And then behind that we've got the Game Genie for the Super Nintendo, another box, the NES one, and the parts for stack up at the back, all the controls for stack up. Modded Game Boy. And my Game Boy collection at the back there boxed, and then all this plastic tray is my loose carts. Game Boy Advance games at the top and original Game Boy on the bottom. PS1 collection, it is double stacked at the bottom row. I'm not going to pull them all out, but you can get the idea. It's a fairly humble collection with some good titles in there. I think, where is it? Is it up there? I can't really see it. No, yeah, Cooler World being probably the rarest one in there. Then my humble Dreamcast collection, House of the Dead 2 with a gun, 3 licensed games, and I've got 2 rings of backups, I should say. And then down here I've got a brand new Dreamcast controller, Turtles, original Turtles cartoons on DVD, and then I've got some tape packs, old Helter Skelter Dreamscape tape packs. I've got my Nintendo magazines here, so you might remember me showing you them. These old Nintendo magazines. I'm going to go through these at some point and show you those individually. And then just my CD collection, which is double stacked, 3 high and 2 back. At the bottom, that is it. Little heater, bin, floor, rug, and that basically is it. So quick pan. Again, the light is going to be horrific because I'm stood under it. So there's all the games. So just giving you a quick overview again. So basically, that is what it's like in here. There we are, so I'll come back over here and spin the old lens round. So that's it, guys. Is it going to work that way? I should stand over this way. There we go. Yeah, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed the room tour. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I shall catch you in the next one. Take it easy.